Have you ever watched one of those drawing videos where the artist just seems to know exactly where to put every line? Like they sketch out a character or a scene so quickly and effortlessly, and you think, wow, I wish I could do that. Then you try it out yourself and get stuck after just a couple of strokes. Then you start thinking, I guess I just don't have the talent for this. I've been there too, but here's the truth. Drawing doesn't have to be that way. It can be calming, it can be fun, and honestly, it can be healing. And I started this channel because I want to help you enjoy drawing again, step by step, without any pressure. And if you're curious about turning your art into a little business like I am, I'll be sharing that side of my journey too. So whether you are here to relax and create, or to grow your art into something bigger, you are in the right place. I guess you could say I'm mostly self-taught. I studied Japanese language and literature in university, so nothing related to art at all. It wasn't until around 2017, right before graduating, that I started seriously thinking about learning how to draw. Before that, I was just playing around in my art journals, casually painting with watercolors, no real training, just something I did for fun. Later on, I did go back to school for a master's degree in children's book illustration, but by then I had already been drawing for a very long while and had developed a bit of my own style. So in a way, I learned how to draw first and then started art more formally afterwards. I remember when I first got into digital drawing, which is in 2017, I signed up for all kinds of online classes like SVA Learn, Class 101, Schoolism, you name it. The teachers were amazing, really. However, the problem was their skill felt way too advanced for me. I'd watch them draw and think, wow, this looks so easy when they do it. But when I picked up my pen to try it myself, everything just fell apart. My drawings looked nothing like what I had in mind, and it really crushed my confidence. There were so many times I wanted to give up. Then during COVID in 2020, I came across some Chinese language courses, which is my native language. If you do speak Chinese, these are the teachers that I started with if you're interested in looking into their courses. A few of them were mentorship style classes, and I was very lucky to find teachers who really knew how to break things down for beginners. We started with super simple objects, just one step at a time. And for the first time, I feel like, okay, I get it now. That's when drawing started to feel fun again. And slowly but surely, I started to improve. Over time, I slowly found my own drawing style and started sharing my art on Instagram. And somehow, in just the last 2 years, I went from 0 to around 25,000 followers, which is quite crazy for me. But honestly, I never planned any of these. I wasn't trying to build a brand or become some kind of influencer or anything like that. At first, I was really just drawing for fun and sharing on the internet, and somehow people started liking them. Then one day, out of nowhere, a few of my reels went viral, and suddenly my inbox was full of messages like, hey, what brush are you using? Where can I get your brushes? I was totally caught off guard. A side note, I actually had to stop checking my DMs for a while because I got so many weird ads and rude messages. So that's why probably a lot of you didn't get my reply. Anyway, because a lot of people were asking, so I thought, okay, maybe I try putting my brushes up somewhere and see what happens. I will talk more about this in the next video, about the platform that I use to run my business. So I listed all of them, and to my surprise, people actually bought them. It was such an amazing feeling, but then I started to worry, what if some people don't know how to use my brushes? At that time, I was also running a few Draw This in Your Style challenges on Instagram, and so many of you joined in. I could really feel your love and excitement for drawing through your work. I also noticed a lot of my audience was still beginners. I saw many of you facing the same struggle I went through when I was starting out. That's when it clicked for me. After all the practice and time I've spent drawing, I realized my style has kind of taken shape. And more importantly, I've reached a point where I can actually teach. I can help people who are just starting their journey, just like how I was not so long ago. That's when I thought, I really want to teach. I want to create tutorials that are truly beginner friendly, like super easy to follow. I will give you my sketches, give you my color palette, and give you my guidance. It's not about perfection or pressure, it's about having fun. I want you to enjoy the process, to feel how fulfilling it can be to create something cute. Even if it's not original, who cares? Everyone has to start somewhere. And then I want you to notice your own growth. I want you to look at your work and think, wow, this one's better than the last one. And without even realizing it, you will be drawing more, practicing more, getting better and better, just like I did. And one day, just like me, you'll look back and go, wait a second, I'm actually getting pretty good at this. That feeling, those quiet drawing moments, those little proud I did it moments, that's what I want for you. And maybe that's why this means so much to me. It helped me heal, because drawing didn't just help me grow as an artist, it helped me heal. When I was 20, which was 2017, I lost my mom due to depression. Remember earlier in this video when I mentioned I decided to pursue art in 2017? Well, it wasn't like, I want to be an artist. It was more like I needed to escape into art. I needed it to cope with the pain. It was one of the hardest times of my life. Everything felt heavy and confusing. At that time, I was studying Japanese language in university because I was planning to work in business somewhere near Shanghai, because speaking fluent English plus Japanese is a huge skill in my hometown, Wuxi. It's a city near Shanghai, in case you've never heard of it. But after losing her, I didn't know why I was studying anymore. I didn't know where I was going or what I was doing. Somehow, drawing gave me space to breathe. I started to make myself eat well and travel a lot around Japan, and just journaling and drawing everything in my art journals. So gradually, art became this quiet little world I could escape into, where things felt safe, soft, and okay even just for a little while, because I think losing someone so close, so unexpectedly is just a weight that I have to carry for the rest of my life. Okay, that's why I care so deeply about making art feel accessible and comforting, because it's not just about drawing something cute. It's about finding a little space for yourself, a moment of calm, a way to processing feelings even if you're not putting them into words. So whether you are here to learn how to draw or just to have a peaceful creative moment, I'm really glad you are here. This channel is really just one piece of a bigger plan I'm working on. I'm building my own art business made up of a few creative pillars I'm really excited about. Drawing tutorials, step-by-step lessons for all levels, from total beginners to more advanced stuff. I will get into that in just a second. Digital art supplies. My favorite Procreate brushes plus paper texture canvases that give your digital art a handmade, cozy feel. Digital stickers for journaling. I've been journaling for almost 10 years. However, in the last couple months, mostly on my iPad, using Procreate and full digital stickers to plan, reflect, and stay organized. Soon, I will be sharing those stickers on my website. Art licensing. I also license some of my work, things like seamless patterns for kids' clothes, plus illustrations for postcards and book covers. So that's a big picture, a mix of teaching, tools, and creative projects to help you enjoy some peaceful time with yourself. Process your feelings and stay inspired, all without the stress of professionalism or overthinking. Right now, most of my energy is going into the tutorials. So let me tell you a bit more about that. I'm creating a full series of drawing lessons organized by level, starting at level 1 for total beginners and working up to more advanced lessons where we will draw animals and characters. We will kick things off simple, plants, flowers, vegetables, cozy foods, and build up from there. Even though I do most of my own work in Photoshop, I will be teaching these tutorials in Procreate, because it's way easier to learn and a lot more affordable for most people. In these tutorials, you will see me drawing the same kinds of themed things, but in different styles. Sometimes I will guide you through soft digital watercolor inspired by my love of journaling. Other times, it will be flat illustrations and line art, like the style I use for kids' clothing designs. And sometimes the children's book style, with gentle colors and cozy, soft characters, where you can try different styles and find what really clicks with you. I will post a free time-lapse of each tutorial with my explanations on YouTube, so you can get a feel for the style first. If you like it and want more support, there's a full-length premium version to buy. I've already filmed quite a few lessons, and once I have a good mix across different levels, I will be opening up membership tiers, where you can unlock groups of tutorials. But lately, I actually been thinking about opening these membership tiers a little earlier, so if you join them, you'd get a special discounted price, and if you stick with it, you keep that price even after the full launch. It's kind of my way of saying thanks for being there from the very beginning. So please let me know in the comments if you want me to open these membership tiers early. So who am I making all these for? Well, if you've been wanting to learn how to draw digitally, especially things like digital watercolor, line art, and all those cozy stationery style illustrations, then I think you will feel right at home here. I'm working on a whole series of tutorials that will take you step by step, and they're coming really soon. And if you ever thought about starting a little art business of your own, I've got some things to share with you too. I didn't plan to start mine, it just sort of happened honestly. But over the last few months, I've been figuring things out as I go. What's working, what's not, what I do differently. I'll be sharing all of that along the way. So that's why I started this channel, to teach what I've learned, to encourage artists still growing, to share both the creative and business side of being an illustrator. Whether you are here to draw, to heal, or to grow, this channel is for you. If you want to learn with me, or just see how I figure things out as I go, I'd love you to stick around. In the next video, I will share how I run my art business, the platforms I use, what's worked, what hasn't, and what I'm trying next. So stay tuned. I hope to see you there soon. Bye!